Hey, tried to do a green screen with the New York Times article about how NAR settles lawsuit for $418 million, decouples commissions, billions going to be lost in commissions, a bunch of BS in that article. But they did settle. National Association of Realtors settled their lawsuit. So the way it worked, just for everybody's to get caught up, the way it worked was if I wanted to sell my house, I would list it with a real estate agent. I would say I would pay them X amount of percentage. Then they would say, we're going to carve out a piece of that percentage and offer it to buyers. National Association of Realtors said, not buyers, but buyers agents. National Association of Realtors said, hey, you guys, your local MLS, you've got to print how much you're going to pay the buyer's agent. They need to know before they come in. So think about it. If you're a buyer's agent and you see, well, I get paid 1% on this one, 2% on that one, 2.5% on that one. And then you take a look at all the ones that might fit for your buyer and you throw out all the ones where you're not going to get paid a lot and you show them the other ones. So the Department of Justice weighed in and said, we don't like that. That's not okay. That's steering is what they called it. The Department of Justice called it. I'm not calling it that. And so what's going to happen is now they're going to decouple those the commissions. And so the if I list my house with a realtor, I'm going to say, look, I'm going to pay you X amount of dollars to sell my house, and that's it. So what's going to happen in real life is that buyers, after saving up for their down payment and closing costs, don't have enough. A lot of them do not have enough to pay the buyer's agent. So what are they going to do? They're going to ask the seller for a seller credit, which happens all the time. We lenders allow that to happen from 3% up to 9% of the sales price. 9% is way pushing it, but getting a couple of percentage points, 2%, let's say, on a $500,000 house, you ask the seller for a $10,000 credit towards closing costs. That can happen, happens all the time. But now the buyer is saying, okay, great, we're going to get $10,000. Let's say that that their buyer's agent says, well, I normally make 2.5%, and they've signed a buyer's broker agreement that says they're going to get 2.5%. That's $12,500. What I don't see happening is buyers saying, oh, no problem. The sellers are going to give me $10,000 in my contract. I'm going to give all of that to you, and then I'm going to dig in my own pocket and give you another $2,500. I don't see that happening. So what I see happening is sellers saying, hey, look, here's 10,000 bucks. And the buyer's going, great, how much for you and how much for me? I just think there's going to be more transparency there and that buyers agents commissions will be coming down. I also think on this green screen that the pink looks good on the green. Have a good day.